Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing the 100 line Last Defense Academy. Last time, we had Hikuro, what's her name? Hikuro Hukaso. I can't look at the names right now, but Hikuro. If it's not Hikuro, then forgive me. She's the new leader of the Last Defense Academy. She's been a bit of a dictator and she's not been giving anybody food who isn't fighting. So, recently she said, hey, one step more, if you do not fight, you are out of this school. You're going to be immediately devoured by the invaders unless you become a fighter. You have to fight for yourself, otherwise. Like, one way or the other, you're going to be fighting. And we're trying to persuade everybody to become a fighter, because that's a cool thing to do. Anyway, we are trying to convince Tsubasa, and the reason why she doesn't want to be a fighter is because whenever she gets nervous, she pukes, and that would be no good on a battlefield. So we're trying to make a bag, and to do that, we've gone out of the school grounds, and we have acquired the materials to make the bag. So now let's go back and make a little sick bag for Tsubasa. We did it. A fashionable sick pouch. Crafted. Yes. Crafting complete. Yes, we made a fashionable sick pouch. We did it, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will be feeling relieved when we give this to her. Maybe she was just trying to make an excuse to not do it. You know, we don't want to do PE because you haven't bought your uniform. You're not very happy when the teacher gives you a uniform. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. That was very hard for me to say. It'll eliminate. Too many L's. There's too many L's in this sentence. Two, I think. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah, what's that? The important people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. The important people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. So someone like that, so someone like what Karawa is to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight too. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point being negative. I'll go swing by her place then. Let's go. What a nice little place. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself, I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Not if I got this. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. But why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed, I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Talk to you. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Persuasion missions. Oh, we got to persuade her. Cool. Another mechanic I've got to learn. Say the right things to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. You can choose what to say by pressing L twice. What? The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. Pressing left stick twice. Is that right? If you choose the right responses, the persuasion rate will increase. Bring this to 100% to successfully persuade her. Retry persuasion. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point, so don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. Whoa, I love this. Begin persuasion. Begin manipulation. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park.
You don't need to worry about a little puke.
I'm going to puke if I ever fight against those invaders.
Did it work? Good.
You don't need to worry about a little puke, Tsubasa.
Of course I worry. if I get puke all over myself, but it'll still cause trouble for everyone else.
I mean, you've not been eating for a while, so maybe it won't be a problem.
Clothes.
Just be a little bit of frothy stomach pile, it'll be fine.
Fight all covered in puke.
Just use that sick bag. Good. So am I supposed to time it
Just
correctly?
use that sick bag.
Use that sick bag. What? This is a sick bag. It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looked like this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. Even if it did stink as sick. If you're gonna spew, spew into this. That way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke whenever you need to. Wherever you need to.
Not afraid anymore.
Yes! So how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Tsubasa? I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all of this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. Of course. What Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that now's not the time to be embarrassed. And there's a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you. But I
can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Sorry, Tsubasa, I'll let you talk. Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I needed to eliminate Tsubasa's hang-ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette.
That's a cool nickname. Oh, that was bad.
That's a cool nickname.
No, it's not. It's just an insult. So I guess you're making fun of me now too. That's exactly why I don't want people to know that I puke so easily. Damn it, I meant to encourage her, but I did the opposite instead. Tsubasa was terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. If I don't eliminate that worry of her for her, she'll never agree to fight with us. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her. Retry persuasion.
You want to know my nickname in grades? It was Pukette. All the bullies
so
in my
don't do
class
that.
made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? Like, how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
It made me
Good.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
You idiot.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean. What if they gave me...
Don't worry, they're all good people. What? No.
Don't worry, they're all good people. There's nothing to be
I'm
scared
too
of.
trigger happy. Havoc. How can you even say that? You've only known them for 2 weeks. Stop making things up. This is a serious issue for me. I guess it was too much to ask her to trust people we've basically just met. Uh-oh. Tsubasa is terrified of being teased and ostracized by others. Okay, after you get her to understand that, I'll never abandon her. Retry persuasion. Come on, Takumi, you've got this.
It was Pukette. All the bullies in my like, or it was hard each. That's why I decided.
We wouldn't make fun of you. Good.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
You fucking dork.
Trust you, but
You fucking pukey dork.
a few of them could be mean. What if they gave me?
Don't worry, they're all good people.
Nickname? If someone ever called me Pukette,
Aww.
I'm too scared. I can't do
I'll
it.
puke too.
I don't want to get ostracized for puking anymore.
I mean, that might be good. That, like, solidarity. I guess that's good.
I'll puke with you.
I'll puke on you. We can puke on each other. What? What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out, so I'll puke with you. That way we'll both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking.
You're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No. I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
You're too eager, Takumi. That's a bit weird. Tsubasa stared at me as if she was trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continued to meet her gaze in silence. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. Then suddenly her expression relaxed as if I'd gotten through to her. Oh.
You're stupid, aren't you?
Yeah, Takumi does seem stupid. Puke with me, are you crazy? How did you get like this? It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. Yay! She's nearly ready to kill. I don't know how long it's been since I've had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things have been for you. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case? Should I not be? Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs, if memory serves. Yeah, her grandpa's workshop. I know, I literally just saw that. Takamaru. She hung out there every day when she learned how to be a mechanic.
Huh?
What do you mean your grandpa's workshop? How did you know that? Takamaru told me. You hung out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place. What? Hang on, did I read that right? To belong. They can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. It must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Karua is to me, then... Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe we can get her to fight to protect her workshop. Maybe that can be a reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check.
We're being kind of gross in this moment, aren't we?
Not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop.
Surely this is okay to say. I see. Oh. Not really listening, I suppose.
I see.
I see. That's it? You see? Did my story bore you? No, of course not. I mean, I think I've just been called out. There I go, put my foot in my mouth. Active listening is only active listening when it's actually engagement. That's what I've learned from this conversation. Tsubasa, tell me again about your grandpa's workshop. Can't just be nodding and saying I see. You try persuasion.
Because of the way I am, all I can
Here I am listening.
Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course, I failed a lot too, but Grandpa
That's
would
enough
always
reminiscing.
cheer me up with his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much
He sounds insane.
he'd never kick me out.
Your grandpa's really
Even
nice.
when his granddaughter was a good-for-nothing puker, he'd always look after
Be
me.
puking all over the cars. Yes! Good!
Your grandpa's really nice.
In fact, I think he's pretty hot.
My grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life.
His
I
workshop
just
might get-
want to work on machines in my grandpa's workshop forever.
I feel bad about doing this.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
Nice workshop. Shame if something were to happen to it. Why? Remember what Siri said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. Also, check out the hat I'm wearing. But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Siri may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? It's entirely possible. No way. But we're nearly there. Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that her loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. I took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do.
Fight.
Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But
You pussy.
can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us.
And protect what matters most. What? And protect what matters most to us together.
And protect what matters most to us together.
Looks like I've shattered someone's resolve. Now they're mine to manipulate. Persuasion complete. Listen to me, successfully persuade someone. Fighting to protect humanity, to protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can. You don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm gonna need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want, and what I'd need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure. That sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi. Phew, I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. Show me a pacifist and I'll show you a person I just need to lock in a room and berate them with arguments. There are 4 people left to convince: Aima, Kaku, Shoma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. Wow, okay. Okay. Okay, this guy needs a bit of help. Why I won't fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I had brought him, Gaku revealed the reason he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple of screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either, but we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us the most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in Tokyo Residential Complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people that you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. What, but your family? I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. Oh, this is a sad story. I don't want to persuade you to fight. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure if the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies? You might not have any family, but sure you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. Look at the place. I've been here for, 13 days, and it looks like I've drank 100 bottles. It's been like this my whole life. I'm really looking out for number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on, just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Wow, okay. Getting right down to it. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo! Shoo! Whack. Gaku pushed me right out of his room with a whack. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. But nobody has money here. We were basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. I can't pay him money. Maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. What will get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Okay, so not here. Let's see if we can get an idea from Darumi. What's got monetary value, Darumi? There you are. Hiya.
Dr. Kumi, look what I found!
What's that?
A surgical scalpel. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think about how much easier I can do my cutting.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've been picking up that vibe from you before, Darumi, but okay, we've just gone and said it. Darumi swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. Maybe that's all she means? I don't know. She's got the bandages on her arms, hasn't she, so... Aito, let's see if Aito's got any good ideas. Hello, Aito. A present for Gaku. What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes or the money to buy more. I see, he doesn't have the means. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something like something he likes. If I'm going to get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. Okay. How do I research his tastes? I guess I have to do some more research. Hello, Takamaru.
Something Gaku might want. What about some needles and thread?
Needles and thread?
Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and he doesn't seem like an amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up.
Takamaru's been keeping like a good eye on everybody. I think Takamaru's a good friend. Like, he knows about Tsubasa's granddad's mechanic workshop, and now he knows about Gaku and his interest in needle and thread. He's a cool guy. I like Takamaru.
It was all like not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easily.
What did I miss? Oh no, I didn't miss anything, it's okay. So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew?
Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped day in and day out, he just got good at it.
Big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan.
Apparently he's got over 20 siblings.
It's the orphanage.
Like, holy shit, right? But I guess every family's got their issues.
Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. I should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. Alright. Of course you're in the war room. Did I get your name right? Hiruko. Hiruko. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiruko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiruko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. She's even doing administrative work. She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. What reward? Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Siri said, at least. When did he say that? Just to you. If that's the case, then we're not fighting for free. That's why I'm documenting all of this for you, so that that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. Yes, because he wants money. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Huh? Sorry, never mind. We can go back now. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. A present for Gaku, what about clothes? Gaku's always wearing patched up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has a lot of his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low.
Apparently Gaku's good at sewing and he doesn't seem like no amateur.
According to Takamaru, Gaku can sew and pretty well at that. Then what about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants, and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the gift-o-matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching... Yes, we got it. A sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. That's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is going to be a pain. Oh, here we go.
I was running around the ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit.
If the place Darumi found was a surgical facility, they might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Day 14. So hang on, we were on day 11, weren't we, at the start of this? So I think that we have 2 more days, or maybe even 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've got 2 more days to convince 3 people. It seems like some people are going to be exiled.
Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
I mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Darumi.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you like.
Begin exploration. Okay, take me to that hospital, Darumi.
Okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost.
It's down there. Okay. Search start. Wait, how do I go? Do I go this way? Yes, okay. Pretty simple. 2 this way. You see a deer eating tree bark. It turns and fixes its big brown eyes on you. Approach it. You got tree bark. Good job. Let's have a look what's down here. Oops. Didn't expect that. Okay, let's do a gold fight. Enemy appearing. Oh, he looks like a baddie. Let's try.
It's killing game time!
Okay. Bang.
Seriously depressing.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Side slash. So he's got 7 right now. I'm not going to be able to take him out. Can take that guy out though. Take that guy out. Okay, let's try that.
All right. My turn. Let's do this.
Like that.
Here. Let's go.
May as well. What's that big guy gonna do? They're all hitting me! Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Play turn.
My turn.
Okay.
There. Got it.
Good job.
Here we go!
Good job it doesn't hit me, isn't it?
Let's go.
There we go. You win.
This looks good.
Normal cloth, that's all I got. Let me just check which way I'm supposed to go. Yes, it is that way. And there's something there, so let's go this way. You find a ragged looking bridge. It might have a good shortcut if it doesn't collapse before you get across. Run across. Move through spaces forward. Perfect. Another fight, may as well. Enemy appeared. Uh-oh.
Say when.
Do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah!
Let's do this. All right.
Alright.
Good to go. Say when. Ha! Got it.
Alright.
Let's do it to it!
Let's do it to it. So we can't get there. So may as well do this. Bang. And then
I've got
let's
this.
get you defending. Particularly me. Defend. Easy.
It's killing game time! This looks good.
Right. Am I going the right way? We've got needles, threads, scissors, and cotton. Yeah, that's where we're supposed to go. Great. We got the stuff. Alright. I got all the materials.
Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing eroges.
Eroges. Eroges. Eroges. sewing kit. Crafting complete.
Aha!
Yes, the sewing kit's done. I immediately headed to Gaku's room with the newly made gift. We're gonna have to persuade him as well.
It doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never gonna fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. The heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me?
Yeah, I figured you could use this sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Maybe you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right?
Alright, I gotta admit, this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes.
Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening.
Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave me this and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders, or as you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type.
No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I can get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Here we go. Begin persuasion. These weak-minded fools bend to my will.
Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious? It's because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place.
You're such a
and then they tell
chicken.
me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys
You can
even
make
bring
bank if you
yourselves to
fight.
them?
Yes. Perfect. Whoa. Okay, cool.
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
What? Make money?
According to Haruko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash.
No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke?
No, not just that. You actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. What a devious thing to try and manipulate someone with. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money?
Yeah, I do. Real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life, no, 2 of my lives for a big payout.
Then,
But if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be saved too.
isn't that a good thing?
No way, it's not fair.
Not fair.
I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're poor. When you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair.
Shut up. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you.
Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred toward the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us until this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku. Hey! I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past, to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working
Sounds like you've had it
24/7,
hard.
365 days a year. I worked every day until
Any other
I was
options
about
we've
to
got?
collapse. And I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the
Could
group
be,
home.
I want to help you.
I never got any time to
No, I was a bad option.
Well, I want to help you.
I want to help you.
Shut up, I don't need your help. If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that, you can bring me a rich girl with huge knockers.
Seems like shallow empathy only has the opposite effect. Okay, let's do it again. It's no good. I failed. What can I do to get Gaku to fight when he's holding such resentment for the Tokyo residential complex? Retry persuasion.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working 24/7.
Okay, so it sounds like you've had it hard. I think isn't going to be a good
I
answer.
worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home.
I want to help you.
I never got any time to myself.
Whatever this next one is. Oh,
Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance.
this is going on for a long time. Maybe I should have done the first one.
For donations and
Not
got
all of them are
tea thrown
bad.
in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever
Save your siblings?
fight for.
Yes! I'm really pulling your heartstrings now. My siblings? Takamura told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I've had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. I don't think he means this. Just thinking about it ticks me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those brats can go die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
I don't believe you. Okay, we got one more. What's with this guy, really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? Here's another sandwich. I needed to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked
That's just
me
how kids
once.
are? No, it's the wrong thing.
That's just how kids.
Well, I'm just a boy and life is a nightmare. Anyone making sacrifices, how's that fair? Nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling. Retry persuasion.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single. And despite all that, they just complained about
Kids
how
are
there
is the
was
wrong
never enough
choice.
food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times.
You sound like a
I'd
mom.
stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes.
He does sound like a mom. No, it's the wrong one. God damn it.
You sound like a.
Okay. There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. Let's do something else. Let's retry. You know, sometimes you gotta fail to move forward.
I was holding.
Okay, let's cut through it, 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 cut through
I
it, cut
must
through
have
it.
mended their clothes. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself.
Retard.
Could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you
Enough already. Oh, god damn it. I thought that might cut through. Okay. There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. But I will try anyway. Right,
The reason I was holding and despite all that, they just complained
Just
about
our
how there
kids
was-
are.
I must have mended their clothes.
You sound like a mom.
I could. Damn it! Just die, 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 die! The invaders can kill every last one of those brats. I wouldn't even shed a tear.
Jesus Christ, Gaku. Oh, just let him kind of do it himself.
Damn it. Die. They can all die. They all deserve to die. They all should just die. But then why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed, I start crying?
Oh, sorry. It's because you don't want them to die. Not really.
But if you think about it, it'd be way better off without them. I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life.
Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. Oh. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know that you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings.
You want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it, my life sucks. Was I a panty thief in my previous life?
Okay, we're nearly there.
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
I'm selfish too. I took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate.
I've got weird eyes. I reckon my eyes would be hypnotizing to look into.
Just fight to protect what matters most to you, like me. For the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Fight for your family.
Just fight for your family.
God! Boom. Persuasion complete. Oh, nice. Nice chords.
I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know. My own parents didn't want me, so who needs family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them even now? They could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life, I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. Might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know?
Of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them? Two. Didn't see that two in the end.
Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this.
Sure. I understand.
Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now.
Alright. Okay, we've manipulated 2 out of 5, and I think we've got just 2 more days. Ding bong.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day and
Yeah, we
be
did
ready
that.
to give your lives to protect our beloved.
Yep. Thank you, Suri. Takumi's room. The announcement played like usual, and I got out of bed feeling like it would be just another morning. And we'll see if it was just another morning next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. I will see you later. Have a good time. Have a good time. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Have a good evening. Bye.